All right, time now is 12:30 afternoon on June 10th. Um, yeah, so I had a very good sleep. I slept from 3:30 all the friggin' way to 12 at noon. Woken up by the alarm. I could have slept more. Or actually no, I did wake up a little bit before the alarm. But yeah, anyways. Um, I feel energized again. Um, uh, I don't have a lot to say right now. I think uh the Wi-Fi is dead. The Wi-Fi is gone. I don't know what happened, but the Wi-Fi is completely dead. So there's that. That's great. I love it when that happens. So what am I gonna do today? I actually had a small dream where I basically returned to Hong Kong and I went to my mom's friend's place, the rich friends, and a bunch of stuff happened. I guess I forgot, but there's that. Um, but today I'm going to continue to study for Film 40, my cinematography class. I'm going to watch 3 episodes of My Dress Up Darling, probably do a review on it. Um, and at 6:30, I'm gonna leave to the well, and hopefully I can meet the first gen Japanese girl, and if lucky, hopefully I'll be able to meet Pepper, but that's unlikely. But still, um, hopefully something interesting happens. Hopefully. And that's it for today. And then tonight I'll watch Inglourious Bastards. Or maybe I shouldn't. Because, yeah, maybe I should do that tomorrow. Because I should just really focus on studying tonight. And that's it. That's it for today. All chill. I may start packing because of because I wouldn't be able to pack on Sunday. I spoke to Zara and Pink a little bit yesterday. So yesterday, um, what's his name again? AJ. AJ. I haven't talked about him in years, but AJ is one of my classmates, was one of my classmates back in the school. He suddenly DM'd me on Instagram saying, "Oh, I accidentally logged myself out of Instagram and I forgot my password or something, or and I need a verification link. Can you screenshot it to me?" And when I saw that DM, I was like, "That's weird. AJ sucks at English. He shouldn't be able to write something like this." B, it was like 4 a.m. in Hong Kong time when he sent me this DM. Could this be him, or is this like a hack? So I ignored it, I screenshotted it and sent it to Leo and asked her, is AJ hacked? And she's like, yeah, funny. So, and then a little bit later, I told Pink that I'm gonna come back to Hong Kong. But instead of giving any reaction, Pink was like, "Oh, by the way, don't reply to me on Instagram because my Instagram is hacked." Because Pink saw AJ's DM and Pink did something, and now Pink got hacked because of that. And yeah, that's funny. Rip. Uh, but yeah, there we go. It's like a spreading. It's like a disease. It's like an epidemic. I also spoke with Zara a little bit. So aside from Natalie, pretty much every close friend of mine already knows that I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna tell Natalie at some point, but yeah, I spoke with Zara a little bit. Zara's having trouble transfer exchanging, so she's planning to exchange, not to Florida. I thought she told me that she's gonna exchange to Florida, but actually she's gonna exchange to Pennsylvania, in like Drexler University or something. And but she wants to go to Florida solely because she wants to go to Universal Studios. So she wants to go to Florida to travel, and I told her it's not a very safe state. You could have come to LA, but no pressure. If you really want to go to Florida, fine. Yeah, I later told her, oh, let's watch movies together after I go back to Hong Kong. And I showed her like these movies that I want to watch. So that's cool. That's that. Speaking of movies, yeah, I will watch Top Gun Maverick and Crimes of the Future in the cinemas ASAP after I finish my final exams. Maybe next week, maybe next Monday. Yeah, probably. While they're doing the fumigation thing, I'm out there watching movies. That would be good. Except they're doing it on a morning. Oh well. It is what it is. Hopefully something interesting happens today. If not, that's cool as well. Yeah. A couple of things to add. So so AJ got hacked, right? Because somebody's using his Instagram account to DM other people saying, "Oh my God, please send me this link, send me this screenshot, blah blah blah." Even though I didn't receive any links or screenshots or anything. Maybe it's because I'm overseas. But anyways, Pink got hacked because of that, and now apparently Cedric is also hacked for some reason. And Natalie made an Instagram story. I think Tyrus and Sharon, Cedric's boyfriend, also made an Instagram story saying, "Oh, by the way, Cedric is hacked. Don't reply to him." And then Betsy made an Instagram story saying Pink is hacked. And then Vera made an Instagram story saying AJ is hacked. So it's spreading like an epidemic, really. Which is hilarious. I'm kind of proud of myself. I already noticed that it's a hack. My trust issues were so bad that and it's so, and not only in this incident, but also when I even when I speak to Pepper, like when Pepper said, "Oh, I already know that there's not gonna be a final exam," and I asked her, "Oh, who told you that?" Because I need to know. I need to know the whole truth. I'm so skeptical of everything around me. It's amazing. Another thing I'd like to say is, but yeah, I hope they're all right, of course. But another thing I'd like to say is last night, I submitted my short film to the Art House Shitposting Film Festival. And I hope there are more film festivals I can submit my, short film to. Anything that's for free, of course. And that's something that I've been wanting to do for like 3 months now, but never got the time to. Turns out it's not that complicated of a process. It only took about 10 minutes. I already uploaded my short film to Film Freeway like a couple months ago, and I already had my profile ready. I just had to edit the director's statement and make it look a little prettier, and then I just submitted it. Boom, there you go. And yeah, that's it. I hope I win something, even though that's extremely unlikely. But you never know. And yeah, that's all. Alright, it's lunchtime. I cooked myself 2 eggs, 2 slices of smoked ham. This is the butter roll I bought in the Japanese supermarket, and I don't know why, but on the package of that bag of butter bread rolls, it says there might be acrylate in this thing, which is carcinogenic. What the fuck? Well, I'm sorry, but I can't pass on some good calories. Cancer, here I come, I guess. Pretty good. So, a couple of updates. So I'm gonna give the guy a name, I guess. I guess I'm left with no choice. So the guy I met at USC, Jonathan, invited me to have a gathering with the HKOS people. And this afternoon he texted me on Instagram, DM'd me on Instagram, asking me if I also know other Hong Konger film majors. And you know, he said, you know, the more the better, because he suspected that a lot of people attending this Sunday will be quite old. He also gave me the address and the time. And I said, I don't know a lot of people. And he's like, oh, it's okay. But I do know one person, and that's Pepper. So I WhatsApped Pepper. I said, hey. And she immediately responded. What the fuck? She like responded before I could even record my own voice and send her the voice message. But yeah, and she's like, yeah, I'm free. I can go on Sunday. Thank you for telling me. And I'm like, no problem. And Pepper even said, we can take the Uber ride together after the gathering, and we can share the money. Holy crap! This is amazing. This is huge. This is fucking huge. Because this is one stone, two birds. I'm telling you. Not only do I get to hang out with HKOS, I get to hang out with Pepper at the same time, and potentially have some alone time with her without Thomas being here. So I totally didn't expect this, but I very much wanted this to happen, and it actually happened. I didn't expect Pepper to also join this HKOS gathering, but I did hope that I would somehow be able to hang out with Pepper after the semester is over one more time before he goes back to Hong Kong. Because then after he goes back to Hong Kong, I don't know if she will actually hang out with me in Hong Kong. So yeah, you know, cool. All right, time now is 7:33. I don't know if I catch that one on camera. And something interesting happened. I apparently don't have a shift. I don't know if you can hear it, but there are these buzzing noises, and it's not cicada. It's the electric cables on top of me. Alright, anyways, you know what? I'm not gonna listen to music and walk back home. Instead, I'm gonna do some story time and then while walking back home. So, as planned, I got off. I didn't even get off the bus. The bus didn't come. I walked to the well directly. And I walked to the well directly, and I was right on time. I went in, and then suddenly the boss lady came out, and she said, Enoch, are you sure you have a shift? And I'm like, yeah, Friday 7 p.m. I mean, yeah. And she said, and no. So she checked she checked her schedule, and apparently I'm not in it.
Somebody comes back.
So apparently I'm not in it, and that's very confusing because I was never told. I didn't receive any emails about this. So anyways, she said, okay, don't leave, I'm gonna give you the money. So fine. So I stood outside, not outside the well, but like outside where the people work at the well, in the customer area. You know what I'm talking about? And I just stood there like an idiot. It was very awkward. And I thought to myself, well, this is a little bit disappointing. I mean, I'm happy I don't have to work. Now I can go back home and relax and write my script and study. But I also want to do something, earn money, and also hopefully get the girl's Instagram and get my colleague get Guangzhou's Instagram as well. So the first generation Japanese girl, yeah, her. So I made my move actually. So while the Japanese girl was studying the menu for the well, for the buckets of water, right? There's a menu for water, and the boss lady was like, study it, you know, you're gonna need to memorize it. And she's like, oh, okay. She's very like quiet and obedient. And she was studying it right at the counter, which is right next to me. So I walked up to her and was like, yeah, it's very confusing. Oh, by the way, I wrote some notes. And she's like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. So I showed her some of my notes. So I showed her my notes on my phone, the photos I took. And she's like, oh, okay, wow, that's very cool. And I said, and she said, oh, can you show me one more time? And I'm like, oh, okay. And then before I could even ask her, she said, oh, can you send them to me? Like, and I'm like, sure, yeah. Do you have an Instagram or something? And she's like, yeah, I do. So, I pulled out my phone and she told me to type in her @ and boom, et voila. And then a little bit later, I was still standing. I stood for so long. A little bit later, Guangzhou was near me. He's way more busy. So I said to Guangzhou, yeah, it's awkward. I asked Guangzhou, like, are there new people here? Why do I not have a shift? And he's like, yeah, that's probably it. And then I, very forwardly, I said, oh, by the way, do you have IG? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he gave me his own phone very confidently, and I just entered my own IG. So, mission success. Holy fuck. I'm trapped. They changed the keyhole. They actually did it. Cindy was right. They did something to the keyhole. They did something to the keyhole. Oh my god. Alright, it's 8:01. I'm back. I'm gonna immediately go out and cook dinner now because it's already 8 p.m. and even though I expected to eat very late because I thought I had to go to the well. So I ate a Twix chocolate bar, crap ton of grapes, a butterscotch candy. So butterscotch is 65 calories, the Twix bar is 80, and the grapes are 30. So that is like 110, 65, 175 calories. I was ready, man, but turns out not. So I'm not super hungry now, but it's still good to constantly eat some food. Anyways, let's continue. So I got the Japanese girl's IG. I got Guangzhou's IG. Turns out Pepper also follows him. I was worried for a second because I thought, oh, what if I got his Instagram? And turns out Pepper doesn't even follow him. And it's a weird thing to ask for a colleague's Instagram. Because I guess it's just weird. But then it wouldn't make sense because if I'm Pepper and I need to socialize, I need to constantly grab and harvest as many Instagram ads as possible, I would do that. So it turns out Pepper does follow him. Of course, it makes sense. This continues to prove what kind of person Pepper is. Even though Pepper probably doesn't even care about these people, doesn't like them all that much. In fact, last Wednesday, a couple days ago, Pepper even told me that maybe she won't even, maybe she'll even stop doing the well after she returned to LA because, she's just, maybe she'll just stop. But even so, Pepper still has their IG because this is her way of life. And again, when I told Pepper about the Hong Kong on-screen gathering, she didn't even hesitate. She immediately said, "Oh, I'm free. Yes, I'm going." No hesitation. That's her way of life. That's a lot of people's ways of lives. I need to go. Get her app. Get his app. Get her app. Get his app. It's a non-stop, okay? There's no stopping. Never stopping. Okay, anyways. After I got both of their apps, I stood for like 15 minutes or something, and it was a little awkward. The Chinese boss lady walked out and told me to follow her. So she went to the well next door, so I went there, and Pepper ain't there, obviously, because Pepper has to study, and Pepper already isn't planning to, Or actually, no, Pepper doesn't have to study. I think it's just that Pepper has an internship, like right now. Wait, or is it not? Or is that yesterday? I forgot. But anyways, I went there to the well and I saw the fat Hong Kong woman, Clara. And I spoke to her and she's like, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Turns out I don't have a shift." So she's like, "Haha, so you just came here for no reason?" And I said, "Well, I wasn't told that I don't have a shift." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And then the boss lady came out and went to the car park next to the well. So that's a well, and there's a car park. We went to that car park, and she secretly handed me the money in raw form, not even in an envelope, just raw form. And it's $150 plus 2 quarters, which means it's 150.5. What? I thought I deserved way more than that. I deserve 200 and something. What is this shit? So I said, does that include April? Because she hadn't given me the money for April yet. At the end of April, I went to the well for the first time. And she's like, really? Did you go? And I'm pretty sure a few weeks ago I told her about this, and she promised me that she's going to give me April's money. So I pulled out my phone and pulled out my Google spreadsheet, and I literally showed her, these are the dates I've worked. April 29th. You haven't paid me for that date yet. May 6th, May 13th, May 14th. And then she pulled out her phone and she started to cross-examine. Turns out she didn't give me any money from May 13. She skipped May 13. This is why last time I thought, wow, that's weird. It's like something's missing. Because she didn't even give me May 13th's cut. So on May 14th, I received money, right? And that money is supposed to be May 6, 13, and 14. But it's less than that. So my conclusion was, maybe she only gave me May 6 and 13. And 14 will be in the next payroll. And today, she said 14 is supposed to be last time's payroll. And the reason why it's less is because she forgot 13. Apparently, I didn't show up on 13, but then she checked the security footage. I was there on 13th. I was literally there. So she's like, "Oh, sorry." But I learned another thing. Another reason why I'm receiving less is because it's $15 per hour, yay, but times 0.8 because of taxes, apparently. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's that. So, yeah. It's fine. Honestly, if I receive, I've already received about, so last time and today combined, and not counting the payroll, the money she forgot to give me, which is April 29th and May 13th. Not counting those two, which by the way amounts up to $88, tax included. So not counting $88, just by last time's payroll and today's payroll, 105 plus 150, that is 255 US dollars. 255 US dollars. That is, how many meals is that? Say $15 a meal. That is like, god damn, that is 10 meals, 20 meals, that's like 17 meals. Which is not bad. I earned 17 meals worth of money. 16 to 17 meals. That is awesome. That is already great. I'm not complaining. I just want to get the money I deserve. But afterwards, I also don't want to act very rash, like, oh, you forgot to pay me. Because she's my boss and I don't really want to piss her off. So I was really nice about it. But she apologized. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. And she also, turns out the reason why I don't have a shift today is because she confused me with Pepper. Pepper's leaving next week. And she thought that's me who's leaving next week. So she thought, okay, your shift stop here. But apparently not. I told her I can still work for 1 month. And I hope I can go back to this after I come back to LA. That would be good. Continuous source of money. So yeah, I just walked back home. Originally, I could have taken the bus, but it was too late. The last one just went. So I walked back. Not much else. Even though today was unprecedented, and the fact that I didn't have a shift today could have destroyed my whole plan, which is to earn money and get their Instagram ads. But I still managed to pull through, and it's awesome. And it's not even me who asked first. She asked first. I made her very indirectly. To be honest, I didn't make her. It's her decision. Yeah? It's her decision. But yeah, that's amazing. That's awesome. That's insane. That's explosive. That's a great step. Small step for mankind, big step for Enoch Lai. And I don't know what Japanese she is. By this I mean she's first generation, or because today I hear a little accent. Last Friday I didn't hear any non-American accent at all. She sounds full on American, but today she does sound a little bit less American. I don't know why. And there's also a Japanese guy who also speaks English, and I could tell that by his accent. And at first I thought maybe that's her brother. I don't know, but they seem pretty close. But then he doesn't work exclusively at my well. He mainly works at the other side. I don't know. It's complex. But hey, at least I got her Instagram, and she's okay. She really is like a good girl. Like, if you look at her Instagram posts, she isn't. There's no part of her that's edgy or naughty or slutty at all. She's like really good and normal person. And then I followed Guangzhou, and his Instagram is more like photos of views, photos of cats, and also 300 and something followers. So moderately popular, not moderately, like just okay, just average. And Also, if you're wondering how I got into the building, a woman opened up for me. I was originally gonna WhatsApp Cindy, but a woman opened up for me, and I was like, thank you, and I went back. There's that. Fuck. Oh, it's working. Time now is 11:53 p.m. After the very long dinner and me taking out the trash, sacar la basura. I didn't revise at all. I didn't study at all. I just am not motivated to. I don't know why, even though tomorrow is literally the final exam. I'm just not motivated to do anything about it at all. But instead, yeah, I spoke to Zara a lot in WhatsApp, and I don't really know why. I think it's because of the conversation I had with Zara yesterday, right? So it continued today, and Zara told me that she's working on she's doing this thing called Kekbunsan, which literally means script kill, but it's an activity thing. It's a script writing related thing in Hong Kong that's happening, and Zara's getting paid 100 Hong Kong dollars per hour. That's more than me. I mean, minimum wage in LA is $15, but times 0.8, it's like 12. And Zara is getting $100 per hour. Converted to US dollars, it's like 12.58 something. So that's insane. And that's really cool. Script writing, and it's not exactly script writing, it's something similar. And she asked me if I've met any Hong Kongers in LA, and I realized, oh right, I haven't told Zara a lot about my experience here in LA so far. And wow, I just have so much to tell her. I just have so much to tell her. I just have so much to tell everyone. Again, like I said last night, I have so much story to tell. Even though I haven't lived in LA for half a year yet, I've already experienced so much. And I kind of smiled, like while having dinner, I kind of smiled at my own phone, like, oh my god, like the shit I've seen and the shit I've experienced. And it again, I haven't experienced shit, by the way. But just the things I've heard and the things I've been through are already enough. They're already eventful enough for me. And even though May, like not much happened in May, but still it's still a lot more. And also June is going to be an insane month. The second half of June is going to be absolutely insane. Starting from the HKOS and Pepper Hangout on Sunday, if all goes right, that day might become one of my favorite days of the year. And then with me getting I'm gonna say her name. You know what? Because her name is so common, no, because her name is so weird and rare in Japanese, I'm gonna use a pseudonym. This is the first time I've made up a pseudonym for a Japanese person. Okay, so I'm gonna call her Hana, which means flower. Hana. I have Hana's name. Hana. It's not okay. This is like confusing because then people will start calling her Hannah, but Hana. But yeah, me getting Hana and Guangzhou's Instagram very easily with no difficulty at all today is already insane. Me getting Jorge's Instagram a couple days ago, and then again the HKOS meeting, me doing the short film. If all goes well, it's going to be fantastic. And yeah, just if Cindy is still up to watching Top Gun Maverick with Jared and me, that would be interesting. I wouldn't say it's great, but it would be interesting, I guess. And I still want to hang out with Kevin. I still want to hang out with Potter, if that's okay. I haven't talked to Potter about hanging out, but Kevin, I'm pretty sure that's okay. And yeah, I guess there's also Aika, except I don't even know her really all that much. But just so many possibilities, man. The future has so much. The future has so much in store for me. It's like I'm both hopeless and hopeful. It's such a conflicting feeling because yep, I'm going down this path of filmmaking. It's not an easy path. I'm gonna be broke. I'm gonna be struggling. I'm gonna lose a lot of things. It's gonna be a painful journey. But then at the same time, we have all these people and all these places and all these things that are gonna happen and all these opportunities. And I haven't even seen 5% of what LA has to offer. I haven't seen 2% of what the film industry has to offer. I barely even touched the world of UCLA and USC and the Hong Kongers living in LA and all that stuff, and Hong Kong's film industry, and Hong Kong's culture, and all the remaining Hong Kongers, and whatever future holds for me. Like, the world is so large. And I don't know when did I have this thought, but at some point, I think yesterday or a couple days ago, I thought to myself, wow, I mean, I have so many movie ideas and short film ideas. Maybe I'll die before I could even complete them all. But then at the same time, I also am very careful about ideas. I don't have ideas until I'm really sure about them. So, I don't know, just the future has just so much in store for me. It's just like, oh, suddenly, I don't want to celebrate too early, but and celebrate as in like believe that I'm going to have an interesting future. But I just kind of have to, you know? Yeah, I just if June is going to be amazing, and then July is going to be amazing because I'm going to go back to Hong Kong. And in a way, because I'm going to go back to Hong Kong in the middle of July, I'm going to spend the summer holiday half in LA, half in Hong Kong. I split my summer holiday in half. So, yeah, sometimes I wish I could go back to Hong Kong a little earlier. But then at the same time, it's also cool to have, half a summer holiday in LA. And yeah, June is going to be quite interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I do not know. Yeah. Even though Pepper has 12 million friends on Instagram, Instagram has recommended me another Instagram account that is followed by Pepper and Diana for some reason, even though Pepper and Diana probably don't know each other. But both Pepper and Diana also know this girl who is a Hong Konger, but her Instagram is full on Californian with the bikini photos, with the heavy makeup, with the summer vibes. But it's a Hong Konger. Or maybe a first generation Hong Konger? Do those people even exist? What? I don't know. I need to know more. I need to know more. And again, I don't know why, but it's so, is it just me? Am I just being extremely sensitive over little things? But now I suddenly think Pepper doesn't hate me at all. Like, in fact, I think Pepper is suddenly really friendly to me. I think it's because of the freaking, the alcohol incident last Friday. I think it's because of that. Pepper just suddenly realized that, oh, you know what, this Enoch guy, maybe he's not bad. And so, her asking to share an Uber ride with me, and also like just a Wednesday, a couple days ago, the Wednesday, when so Thomas is Catholic Christian or Christian, I think he's Christian. So every time he eats something, he's Catholic. He does this, and Pepper was asking him about his short film or something, and Thomas was like, "Hold on," and then I looked at Thomas and then I looked at Pepper because I expected Pepper to look at me, and it's going to be very cartoonish, like like a very awkward staring at each other moment, like, what's happening? And it actually happened, and it's hilarious, and it's like, bro, how did I go from one Wednesday of awkward staring and passive aggressiveness to this? What happened in between? Los Angeles is fucking not real, man. And Azara wants to call me. The fact that I'm receiving phone calls now is really a huge deal. Holy crap, the Wi-Fi is so bad, by the way. A 9-minute video is taking 47 minutes to upload. I love the Wi-Fi here. And my mouse is breaking. It's getting worse every day. And the Wi-Fi, it's this morning, it's completely broken. It's completely dead. I have to unplug it and replug it. It's amazing. I'm telling you, it's amazing. And the fumigation is happening on Monday. And I'll probably go to Ralph's or something to buy some food on Monday as well. If that's okay. Because I'm doing the calories, 2,000 is not enough. I need more. I need more than that. I need to set a new goal. 2,200. That's a new goal. And that's going to be difficult because that means eating nonstop. Like every 2 hours, aside from sleeping, every 2 hours after I wake up, I need to eat something. I have to. Because I've literally gained no weight. I'm still around 122, 123 plus or minus, or 124 plus or minus 2. Maybe I gained a pound, because the lowest I've been is 122.3, and when I weigh, maybe, I don't know, but I really don't know. I gotta do the calories, but yeah, just saying that before the DSEs, I don't even do voice messages because I hate my voice. But now, not only do I do voice messages to people, but I also, I just straight up ask people to call me sometimes. And that is the level I'm at. I'm making phone calls. Such a normal, basic thing. And yet, here I am, triumphing. Alright, so time now is 12:32 afternoon on June 11th. Fuck. I don't know what's happening. So I went to bed extremely late yesterday at 4 a.m. And then I woke up at 8:30 a.m.-ish naturally because the temperature was gone. The temperature is not right, so I woke up naturally. And I turned on the air conditioner again, and then I fell back asleep after about 20 minutes, and then I naturally woke up at 12. Yeah. Zara wanted to call me yesterday, which is awesome, and she can't call me now because it's like 3 a.m. in Hong Kong. Roommates are talking loudly outside. Amazing. And for some reason, a bunch of storage space in my phone just disappeared. Again, it's not the first time it had happened, where my phone went from, you have like a whole gigabyte left to like 3, like not a whole gigabyte, like 5 gigabytes left to like 3, I think. I don't know. It went from over an hour left until 35 minutes left in video form. So it tells you how much time you have left before you run out of space when you film a video. Also, I thought the Film 40, the cinematography final exam is I can take it any time of the day. And then when I woke up today, I look at Discord, and people are like, oh, I finished. Oh, I haven't finished yet. But these messages are at 8 a.m. So I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Is the due date of this exam like noon? Have I fucked up? Turns out the due date is 4:45. So I still got some time, but yeah, I definitely can't do this tonight. I'm gonna do it at 4:45. which is good, I guess, because I'm going to use Grubhub for dinner tonight, and it's going to be like a end of semester celebration. And if I haven't even finished my cinematography class exam at that point, then what's the point of celebrating? So, it's fine. It's cool. So, yeah, not gonna go out at all today. I'm gonna just, study a little bit of cinematography before I even leave. Before I even take the exam. And then I will, and then I will just, take the exam. And then hopefully things will happen. And things and stuff, and I'm gonna upload my thoughts update video. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not gonna I'm gonna start packing. I'm going to watch Inglourious Bastards tonight. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna start packing, and by packing I mean I'm gonna start like putting things into bags and boxes. Because actually I don't think I have time tomorrow to pack, so I'll have to do that today because of the fumigation thing. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to start like literally packing everything, which is gonna be a pain in the ass. And yeah, that's it. That's it for today. I'm not gonna film any reviews because I really don't know what to review. And excited for tomorrow. Extremely excited for tomorrow. Holy shit. If all goes well, tomorrow is going to be one of the best days of my life here in LA so far. And if all goes well, I mean, I will have plenty of great days when I go back to Hong Kong as well. Yeah. All right, time now is 2:23 p.m. I have not studied at all in the last couple of hours. I just can't, even though I will literally start my exam in 40 minutes. But before I do, this. So right off the bat, there's a lot of noise outside of my door, and I went outside to make myself a bowl of cereal. The milk doesn't taste bad. It tastes fine. It's not spoiled. I went outside, and Cindy and Jared are there, and Jared is once again making his signature lemon ginger drink that has no alcohol. And so he's like, "Oh, Enoch, do you want to have some?" And I'm like, I mean, I just woke up. And he's like, no, there's no alcohol. So I'm like, okay, I can try. And that's literally the first thing I tasted right off the bat after I brushed my teeth. Before I even drank water, I think. That's the first thing I tasted. I took a sip and it's so bitter and spicy. So now it's been a couple hours. So hopefully it doesn't taste as bitter. Yeah, it's not bitter now. It's sour. It's sour and spicy. Spour. Also, the Chinese boss lady called me telling me that my shift has been changed. So I will be visiting the well next Friday morning from 11 to 4 p.m. 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. 11:30 a.m. to be exact. Which is kind of early, but okay, fine. And then from here on out, it's going to be Monday morning and Friday morning, 11 to 4, 11:30 to 4:30. I don't know if she did this because Hana has a shift at Friday night, so there's no point in making me also go on Friday nights. I don't know, but yeah, a bit of a shame. I hope. Come on, man. I don't know when will Hana go onto the shift, but I feel like she will go on every Friday after 4:30 p.m. So that's like we can't even meet at this point. Why? I'm so happy I got her Instagram. Otherwise, there's a chance I may never be able to even see her. So there's that. I don't know, unless there's another shift change in the future. But yeah. All right, time now is 4:14 p.m. There we go. The semester is over. Fuck yeah, baby. I finished the film class final exam, and it is quite easy actually. Nothing all that dangerous. No. I finished it within like 20 minutes. It's just like 16 questions, and I took my time. It definitely did. Anyways. I know I'm supposed to feel super excited and happy, but honestly, not really. I'm excited for tomorrow. I don't know. It's just a pretty chill ending. You know, it's not a heroic, triumphant ending. This final exam, like if I did the chemistry exam as the last one, it would be like just triumphant, just insane, triumphant ending. But I'm glad chemistry exam is the first one I had to handle, to be honest. So I went to Discord because there has been some talk on Discord. Has anyone done the exam yet? Nope, not yet. Blah blah. And I'm like, I finished it. And then somebody said, "I love you, Enoch. You're the love of my life." What? I mean, this throws me back to the secondary school days. When people could joke at me, like Kingsley telling me, "Oh, you can't borrow a piece of tissue because if you borrow, you have to give it back." Or the time Queenie told me, "Haha, your boyfriend's in there," referring to Cedric. I don't know how to respond to this, now that this isn't even a Hong Kong thing. So I decided to ignore this, but I could do a bit of a follow-up, if that's okay. But nah, it's not like it matters. I finished the sandwiches. I'm surprised. I thought the milk is spoiled, but it's not. So I ate the cereal this morning, and I drank the very sour and spicy, not spicy. Spicy is not the word. It's, intense, scorching, lemon ginger drink. And then I had the sandwiches, which has been sitting in the fridge for like 5 days already. And I still feel fine. I don't feel any stomachache or anything. Which is amazing, which is surprising. So that's that. I'm a free man now. Holy shit. The Wi-Fi broke down several times. It's getting worse and worse again and again. So now Arc 6 has officially begun. The 6th arc has officially begun, okay? Oh man. So it's gonna be interesting. To see. I don't know. Sunday's gonna be interesting. Tomorrow's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to the HKOS Gathering Church and then directly to Pasadena, hopefully, which means I'll have a lot of free time. So I'll find a spot to just rest. I'll do a little adventure video, in fact. That would be fun. That would be insane. That would be of the insanity caliber. And then I'm gonna hang out with Kevin, hang out with Potter, hopefully do something with the whole with the well with Hana, the Japanese girl from the well. Another Japanese girl, Aika. Hopefully, I have something to do with her. Like, maybe DM her on Instagram or something. If that's okay. And then I have an interview coming up. Maybe, perhaps, because there's this guy on Twitter who wants to interview me. And then there's a shoot for my short film. And yes, I have to write my short film. I have to finish writing it. I don't know. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is happening. A lot of stuff is going to happen. I'm going to try In and Out. I'm going to try Sour Patch Kids, maybe. I'm going to go watch a bunch of movies in the cinemas. More like 3 movies in the cinemas. And Arc 6 is going to be interesting, I hope. I really hope. Now that school is over, for now, it's really up to me for things to happen. So I really need to use the socializing skills. Like, I've spent almost 6 months here in LA, 5.5 months, and I've taken psychology course, I've taken film classes, Spanish, chemistry, but the thing that I learned the most about is actually socializing. That is the class. That is the actual thing I've learned. And I'm about to apply these skills, and I mean, I've been applying them, but I'm about to apply them even harder and see what's gonna happen. So that's pretty interesting. And yeah, I'm just I don't know. It's tough because there are tons of people I want to follow on Instagram, especially people that I already know who they are. There are people who I completely don't know of, have not seen or heard. But then there are people who I've clearly seen in real life, like the Film 40 people. And then there are people who are like, like Aika, who I've seen over Zoom, but I know she exists and she knows of me. So I need to find an excuse to follow her on Instagram. Like, maybe I'll do this like friend to friend thing, like how Pepper introduced me to Jorge. And I can't just follow Jorge randomly. It has to be Pepper telling him about me. And Jorge didn't even follow back, which is kind of sad. So if I do meet him in real life, I'm going to go tell him. I'm going to sneak in. I'm going to sneak a little line here saying, oh, like, we need to meet in real life. We need to, you need to follow me on IG. And then, I don't know if I can just do this to Aika. Like, maybe I could just follow her and then DM her. And then she'll be like, oh, I know who you are. So apparently you're not a stalker. Maybe you're just a regular person. Okay, I'll follow back. I don't know. I truly do not know at all. But I'm gonna try, keep trying, and see what's up. All right, time now is 8:45 p.m. I'm drawing my plastic sheet again. It's so goddamn frustrating. For the last half an hour, right, I've been using Grubhub. So I wanted to eat food. So I went to Yoshinoya, and it's been a while since I've had it. It's been years, and it didn't let me order for some reason. Even though it's not closed, it's also not taking any orders. Okay, fine, fuck it. I'll eat something else. So I checked out this Italian Express. It's so goddamn expensive. One plate of spaghetti is $14, and that's not a meal. That's just the spaghetti. It's plus $2 if you want it with bottled water. That's insane. Fine. Even though last time I already ate tacos, I'll eat it again. So I went to a Del Taco, and I ordered a burrito meal because I've had tacos last time, so I'll eat a burrito this time. It's different. It's last time it's Taco House, but today is Del Taco. So, Mexican food still. So fine, I ordered it, and it did not work. It says view order, so I viewed it, and then it says add $1 to the delivery fee. Fine, add. And then it loads and loads for a long fucking time because Wi-Fi is super slow, and then it puts me back to the previous page, and I have to view order again, add the delivery fee, and then it jumps back, and then again, and jump back, and again, and again, and again. And I tried, and at one point I'm like, fuck it. So I went to KFC, and it says proceed to checkout. It worked fine. So I had to go back to Del Taco and order the whole burrito meal all over again, and then I finally got it. So now it's being delivered. There we go. $22.1, kind of expensive, but you know what? It's a celebration meal, so it's good. So I ordered a California bacon burrito with medium fries and cherry Coke, and that's it. That's the whole meal. It's not. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of calories, but it's not going to be enough. But, you know, it's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna eat something else tonight again. God damn, I'm running out of food. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Here it is. Shit. All right, here we go.
That's really fucked up.
He's hanging with the fellas. Raise the right hands, you get a reduced sentence.
All right, time now is 12:01 after midnight on June 12th. Well, June 11th still for me, but really it's June 12th, which is a huge day. Because it's been 3 years since the 2,000,001 protest. Yeah, you know, it's a good day. I didn't do much after the final exam. I really just relaxed and didn't do much. The order finally came, and it's not bad. It's not a bad meal. It's also not a very great meal. I mean, one thing for sure is that this thing is at least 900 calories. That's a huge cup of cherry Coke. That is a big burrito and a lot of potatoes. So that is like 900 calories. Which is kind of what I wanted, to be honest. Maybe 1,000, maybe even 1,000. I'm gonna be honest here. Maybe that was even 1,000. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, it wasn't that great. It was just, you know. Yeah, I did socialize a lot with Kevin today. Because Kevin made an Instagram story saying, haha, fuck you, it's been 9 months. I can finally block you on Instagram, goodbye. And I could tell that person is Jorge. Because Jorge is his roommate. And so I DM'd Kevin, no, that's your roommate? And he's like, yeah, you know, and he started complaining, like, oh, he speaks very loudly on speakerphone. He doesn't wash the dishes for a whole week. He took 3 days washing clothes in the washing machine. He stuffed all the trash on the sofa. And he's noisy. He turned on air conditioning. And he complained. You know, like back in September, October, LA started to get cold, and he still turned on the air conditioner. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like this is I don't know. I feel like there's the Kevin camp, and then there's the Jorge, Pepper, and that Taiwanese girl camp. Because I see that apparently Kevin used to follow Jorge on Instagram, and Kevin used to follow the Taiwanese girl. But now they don't. What happened? So something happened. And yeah. And this actually made me question, should I even like hang out with Kevin? Maybe Kevin's not really great of a person. I mean, he does have a point. Jorge doesn't seem like a very great roommate. Even though I'm not gonna lie here, I do those things too sometimes, like filling up the trash can and not taking out the trash. But I don't know, Kevin just comes off like the kind of person who would talk shit about another person. But I don't know. So I guess that's testament to, you know, people don't like other people who talk shit about other people. People like other people who talk positively of other people. In other words, people don't like gossiping because it's bad, because it's toxic. But Kevin has a point, so I was still like, you know what, let's hang out. So we're gonna hang out next Wednesday. So next week is gonna be absolutely amazing. Tomorrow there's the church and HKOS gathering. And then on Monday, there's a fumigation. I haven't packed at all, by the way. This is awful. This is god awful. I need to start packing. I'm running out of time, seriously, actually. So these clothes, I mean, I don't want to put them back. I don't want to put them back. My bags are up there. I don't want to put them back. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm just going to clear everything here. I'm just going to clear everything here. Everything that I do not need immediately. I'm going to clear it, and then, yeah, I mean, I can do that tomorrow. And I'm not going to clear this cabinet, because it's a cabinet, and even if the anti-cockroach air comes in, it's not going to come in that much. But yeah, yikes. So Monday there's that, and I'm also going to buy a little food on Monday. On Tuesday, I'm just going to go out and watch Crimes of the Future by myself. I could do that on Monday night as well, honestly. Actually, I'm going to do that on Monday night, because Tuesday I'm going to have to go to Ralph's, because I'm running out of food again. Wednesday, I'm going to hang out with Kevin. Thursday, maybe I'll watch Top Gun Maverick with Cindy and Jared. Friday, I'll go to the well. Hopefully I meet the Japanese girl again. Fingers crossed, really. Because otherwise, then it's just disappointing, really. Saturday, rest. Not going anywhere. No. Sunday, church again. And that's that. And hopefully there will be more chances to hang out with other people in the future. I expect tomorrow to be the last time I get to see Pepper until Hong Kong. And then maybe in Hong Kong, Pepper will invite me out. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, baby. Or even if she doesn't, then I'll still see her next semester. Also, last Wednesday, Pepper said something that she's actually considering reapplying to UCLA, which means that not only will she stay for half a year, but there's also going to be a chance where she stays a whole year. And I don't know, because if Pepper and Jorge are really dating, wouldn't Pepper be like, I want to go to USC, you know? Don't know, but there's that. I told Natalie that I'm going back to Hong Kong, and Natalie gave the most basic reaction ever. Yee. That's her reaction. Everybody else had a very nice reaction. You know, Leo's like, wow, amazing. Pink is like, yay, you know. Zara and Miriam are both very excited. Cedric's like, good, we can meet. And Natalie's like, yee. During dinner, I find myself feeling more comfortable around Jaren and Cindy, my roommates. And, you know, Cindy was cleaning up the kitchen and said, okay, I'll leave the space to you. And I told her, oh, I'm not going to cook today, actually. I'm going to order something because I'm going to, you know, treat myself better tonight, you know. And she's like, ooh, look at you, wow. And I think at one point, earlier today in the afternoon, I heard them talking about Breaking Bad, and I also joined in the conversation a little bit. And I'm like, oh yeah, I like Breaking Bad. And then at one point today, Oh yeah, Jared asked me how did I like the lemon ginger drink, and I said, "Oh, I saw my entire life flash by my eyes." And Cindy's like, "Wow, that's so dramatic." And Cindy's like, "Maybe you should study film." Or no, I said that. I said, "Oh wow, yeah, maybe I should study." No, she said, "Wow, it's like a movie," and I'm like, "Yeah, maybe I should study film." And Cindy's like, "Yeah, maybe," as a joke. And Jared asked me, "What's your favorite movie?" And I'm like, "I have like 20 favorites." And he's like, "Okay, then what is the best movie ever made?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And I pulled out my letterbox and I said, "Oh, I have a list on my phone." And Jared saw my list, and because like 1/3 of my list are non-English movies, actually over 1/3. So out of the ones he saw, he's like, "Oh, Taxi Driver, Whiplash, Birdman, that's pretty good. The Shining, Hot Fuzz, yeah." Um, and he also did mention Parasite. He said he really loved Parasite, and I introduced them to Memories of Murder. So there's that. And Jared also talked a little bit about playing music. He said he can listen to any song and immediately be able to play it on the piano within 30 seconds or so. And Cindy's like, "Wow, that's so cool. That's so amazing. Like, how did you do it?" And um, yeah, Jared's like, "Yeah, I can just do it." And I mentioned, "Oh, I play piano too." And Cindy's like, "Yeah, I do that too when I was a kid." And Cindy also briefly talked about what she did in order to get the green card, which I will not disclose because I was told to keep it a secret. I mean, she doesn't have a green card yet, but she has some strategies, let's just call it that. So there's that. Now, as expected, Inglourious Basterds is 2.5 hours long, and I don't think I'll be able to finish it. I'm gonna be honest here. I have to edit my college update video, clear up the storage space in my phone, and start packing probably. Honestly, I can do it tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I think I can just tomorrow night. But yeah, I'm gonna spend the whole day tomorrow anyways. Fuck. Shit. I just remembered that there are cabinets outside too. Fuck, okay. I'm not gonna finish Inglourious Basterds today, am I? Alright, well, I better shut up. I also haven't really finished my script either. Oh, a couple more interesting remarks. So, earlier in the dinner, Jared talked about how much he hates Mark Zuckerberg, and he talked about it very passionately. And then a little bit later, he asked me, "Enoch, do you hate Mark Zuckerberg? Or do you like Mark Zuckerberg?" And I'm like, "Nah." And then a little bit later, yeah, Cindy was like, "Oh, I will not raise children in America." And I said, "No, me neither." And Cindy said, "Yeah, Hong Kong is much nicer, right?" And I'm like, And Cindy's like, "Oh, right, there's probably a lot of civil unrest." And I'm like, in my heart, I'm like, "Yeah, finally they're talking about this." And I'm happy they know about this. Like, actually, a lot of people outside of Hong Kong also know about this. More than I thought, which is just amazing, to be honest. But yeah, and then Cindy's like, "Yeah, because China's trying to take over. That's really sad." And I'm like, "Yeah, intense times, Cindy said there were protests, right?" And yeah, that's that. I'm gonna start packing. I finished the script. There's version 1. It's done. It's not perfect, but it's done.